Welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Mary, and I will be your guide through this practice. So today we're going to focus on just the idea of moving through your yoga practice with kind of your own groove and natural movement, something that feels good and right in your body. So remember to rest whenever you need to. You can pause the video or just rest as I continue on through the practice, and you can join back in when you're ready. And also, I will try to offer lots of different modifications, variations of poses for you to try so you can find what's right for you and your unique body. So we'll get started. Find a nice, comfortable seated position on the mat. Just settle in, getting comfortable. Bring your hands to your knees, sit up nice and tall, and let your eyes gently close. Find your breath and begin to slow it down, taking nice deep inhales through the nose, exhales out through the mouth. Sometimes we can focus so much in our yoga practice and trying to find ourselves in that perfect yoga pose that forget that it's all about the transitions as well, moving from pose to pose and how we do that safely, how we do that in a way that's good and healthy for our bodies. So I don't want you to think about looking exactly like me or being in this perfect yoga pose that you might be seeking, and just relax, feel nice and loose, and just move your body in a way that feels right for you. So as you sit here and continue to breathe, just start rocking your body back and forth. Feel like you're leading with your shoulder from one side to the other. And you can move as much or as little as you'd like. Maybe you're just kind of like tick-tocking back and forth. Or you can start adding your hips and your neck into it. Just move in a way that feels good for you, something that comes naturally, something your body is not fighting. Feel your body start to loosen up. If you're feeling a little chilled and you feel like your muscles are tense, just try to let that go. Come back to your neutral sitting position here and just begin to roll. Like start with your right shoulder, roll your shoulder back, followed by the left, and just kind of go back and forth. Moving your shoulders. And switch direction. Now at the same time, bring both shoulders back and around. forward. And stop. With your hands on your knees, inhale, really press your chest forward, lift your chin up. Exhale, round your back and tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, contract in. And then move with your breath back and forth. One more time. And then just start waving your body back and forth again. And drop the tops of your hands down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale down. Let your gaze follow as you reach up, your head comes up. Fingertips touch. Exhale, reaching strong to the fingertips all the way down as your gaze comes down. Moving with the breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the mat and left arm reaches over to the right. So bend into your right elbow. And as you inhale, press your palm into the mat to lift you back up. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, kind of turning it into this little moving dance. I suppose all dance is movement, but so the inhale takes you up. Exhale, you bend into the stretch, pressing into the palm to lift you up, and just going back and forth from side to side. Do once more on each side. Bring the arms up and exhale the arms down. Inhale, reach your arms up. On the exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and right arm behind you. Inhale, sweep your arms up into the air, and exhale, twisting to the other side. Moving back and forth with the breath. Inhale brings your arms up. Exhale into the twist. Now, if you're not feeling this groove this morning, feel free to just stay in your twist and breathe here a moment and take it nice and slow. Move with the breath. Or just stay in your twists for about 3 breaths and moving back and forth to each side. Once more on each side. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, bring them down to the mat. You can bring your hands back to your knees. Let your eyes close and then find that breath, slow it down. And bring both feet directly straight out in front of you if you're not already there. You can wiggle and flex your toes. Take some time to move them around. Place your hands on your thighs. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, slide your hands forward as you fold forward at the hips. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fold forward. Just going to move with the breath back and forth. The goal is not necessarily to reach your toes, but just slide your hands forward as far as they go as you fold forward. Making sure not to scrunch your shoulders up by your ears. The next time you exhale down, stay down here, breathing. Inhale, gently rising up. And draw the soles of your feet together. Clasp your hands together, wrap your hands around your toes, scoot your heels in, just as far as they'll go. And sit up nice and tall, bring the shoulders back. And then nice and slow, just begin kind of flapping your knees, fluttering your knees a little bit. And come to a stillness. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, fold forward at the hips. So pull on your feet, and your shoulders back, and just fold forward at your hips. And pausing when you can't go any further. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, now you can round your back, drop your head, just surrender forward. And use your hands on the mat to gently guide you back up and bring your knees together. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders back. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. And then relax and drop your head around your back. Big breath in. Let it out. And you can release your arms and move to hands and knees on the mat. Take your time. Spread your fingertips wide as you press your palms into the mat. And one thing, once take each leg to start with your right leg and just kind of shake it out. And bring the knee down. And then shake out your left leg. And bring the knee down. And then shake out your right arm. And the left arm. You can find your tabletop. Keep your head and neck nice and long as you look down at the mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, bend your elbows as you come down. And then keep your belly down as you lift your gaze up. On the exhale, again, bend your elbows down as you drop your head. And round your back, tucking your chin to your chest. Inhale. The cow pose. Exhale. The cat pose. Now, if you don't want to bend your elbows, you can keep your arms straight here. You can kind of find your own version of cat-cow that works for you. You can move your hips from side to side. So when you inhale, you're going to drop your belly down, lift your gaze, press your palms into the mat. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking your chin to the chest. Move back and forth with your breath. Once more. And gently sit back on your heels and bring your forehead to the mat for child's pose. Just as important as finding that movement in your practice is also the stillness. When you come to a pose where we find stillness and stop the movement, and still feel that energy kind of coursing through your body. One more breath here. Let it out. Inhale, look back up to hands and knees. Bring your toes to the mat. Lift your hips and set your heels back, coming into downward facing dog. You can find some movement here, paddling your feet out. Or if you want to lift your legs up one at a time. And the elbows, kind of just find any movement that is calling to you. And gently walk your feet forward to hang down in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sink your hips back a little bit, bend the knees even more, and begin to rise all the way up. Meeting in mountain pose with your hands together at heart center. Let your eyes close and adjust to your standing position. Find your breath. And just allow your body to kind of do what feels natural. So maybe you're just completely still like a statue as you breathe. Maybe you find that you're swaying from side to side. Just notice what your body is starting to do all on its own. If your body hasn't started moving, see what calls to you as you start to move your body. You sway from side to side, you kind of do some figure eights. Just start moving in whatever way it feels good to you. Just keep your feet nice and anchored and just let everything else move around. Take up space. And bring your arms down to your side and just begin rotating from side to side. Let your arms kind of hang loose so they start to wrap themselves around you as you rotate back and forth. You may hear some cricks and cracks. I know I do. And start to slow down. And starting to come back to center here. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. On the top of your mat, step your right foot back and sit up for warrior two. So if you do have a blanket down, you might want to move it out of the way for a moment. So step your right leg back. Your front heel is going to be in line with your back arch. Your left foot, I'm sorry, did I say step? Your back foot is going to be off to the side about a 45-degree angle. You're going to bend into your front knee and open up your arms into warrior two. I apologize if I've mixed up right and left for you. So just start on whatever side you are on. You're good. Turn your palms up to kind of help bring your shoulders down and then flip your palms back down. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, you're going to take your back arm here and take up space as you reach forward and bring it in line with your front arm. Inhale, draw it back like you're drawing back a bow and arrow. Exhale, forward. Inhale, draw that arm back. Exhale, forward. So moving with the breath. One more. Turn both palms up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center and bring your feet back together. And just kind of walk your feet back and forth. Okay. Sway your hips from side to side. Now, whatever you're feeling, I hold a lot of tension and tightness in my hips. So when I come out of those poses, I just feel this tightness that I just want to move around. Your tightness might be in your shoulders, your neck. And next we'll move into warrior two on the other side. So step your leg back, bend into your front knees. So take your time sitting up here so you feel nice and solid. And again, there's lots of ways you can get into this pose. You can, like I said, you can step a foot back. You can, step a foot forward. You can also turn sideways, take a wide-legged stance, and then just turn one foot forward and your heel back and kind of ease into it. You want your front knee bent over your ankle. And open up your arms into warrior two. Sink into the sit a little bit. You want to feel that stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, move your back arm forward. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, forward. Now, as you exhale, again, you want to reach strong to the fingertips, your shoulders pulling away from you as it reaches forward and drawing it straight back. One more. And turn both palms up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. And you can step your feet together. So if you just want to turn to a wide-legged stance and kind of ease your way back into it, or just step your feet together. And then you can kind of walk your feet or hips from side to side. Shake it out. Place your hands on your hips. We're going to do little hip circles. So begin with a clockwise motion and just begin to make a little circle. Your hips. So bend your knees. So you got full range of motion here. And then switch the other direction. Make as big a circle as you want. If you're feeling extra tight, your circles might be kind of small, or maybe just from side to side. Really depends on your range of motion and what you're feeling. You may feel a little extra stiffness this morning for any particular reason. And switch directions one more time. And then just slow down, shift back and forth, and kind of start to settle in and find some stillness here. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale as you sweep your arms down, bring them behind your back, clasp your hands together and press down. A nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, release the hands. So shift your weight to your right leg, your standing leg. Nice bend in the knee. Stand up nice and tall. Come to the toes of your left leg and turn your knee open. So you're just resting on your tippy toes. Inhale, reach your arms up high, making a V with your arms. Now you can just lean your heel against your calf or bring the whole of your foot to your calf, just below the knee. Depends on how your balance is, but mainly we want just the knee turned out, so you're opening up this hip here. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, release everything forward. And maybe sway your hips from side to side. And we'll switch sides. So left leg is your standing leg. Nice bend in the knee. Stand up nice and tall. Come to the toes of your right foot. Turn the knee out. And lean your heel against your calf or bring the whole of your foot to your calf. Inhale, reach your arms up into that V. You can also move against a wall so that your hand can come to the wall. Or if you're in your living room, your hand just comes to a piece of furniture. You can kind of find use for the stuff around you and find what can help you in this practice. Inhale. Exhale, release everything. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, diving down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat. Step both feet back. Bring your knees down and sit back on your heels for child's pose. One more breath here. Inhale, rising up to hands and knees. Walk your knees forward. We're going to transition to laying on our backs. So come to a seated position first, or however you need to get there, just gently lay yourself down on the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And begin to sway your knees from side to side, letting them fall one direction and the other, back and forth. And let them fall to the right and stay there as you turn your head to the left. Exhale to release the twist. Wave your knees back and forth. Let your knees fall to the left as you turn your head to the right. Use your exhale to gently release the twist and wave your knees back and forth a few more times. Then rest with your knees facing up. Gently bring both knees into your chest. Bring hand to each knee. Just use the weight of your hand to draw your knee in towards your chest. If your knee doesn't come all the way into your chest, that's okay. Mine definitely don't. Like I said, I have that. Definitely have some resistance and tightness in my hips. So if you do too, you just want to use the weight of your hand. You're going to feel that stretch. You want to keep your tailbone on the mat. You don't want to try so hard to pull them in that you start to roll up. So just keep your tailbone on the mat. And breathe into your hips if you feel that tightness, almost like there's something kind of pushing them back at the same time. Breathe into it. See if you can let it go. Oftentimes I do this and I think the tightness is just there and there's nothing I can do about it. And then all of a sudden, after breathing into it for a minute or two, all of a sudden it just kind of releases and like visibly sinks in further. There it goes. A nice deep breath in. On your exhale, with your hand on each knee, gently draw it coming in and then out at the same time. Slide your hands down your calves to grab your ankle, the arch of your foot or your big toe, opening up your legs into happy baby. And here you may like the stillness, enjoy the stillness of the pose. Some people like to rock back and forth, rolling around, so kind of just find what calls to you. Big breath in. Exhale, gently bring your feet in and draw your knees together. And just hug your left knee in and bring your right leg long, leading with the heel. We're going to do another kind of flow movement here. We're going to draw the left leg in, and then as you bring the right leg in, you're going to bring the left leg straight again, leading with the heel. And back and forth. Inhaling through the transition, then exhaling as you hug that knee in. And when you get back to your left leg, hug it in and keep it in there. Breathe. And switch sides. And then gently lay your right leg long. And coming into final resting pose of Shavasana. So bring over that blanket or that pillow. We're doing a shorter class today because we did a lot of just moving around, finding our groove. And now we can counter that with stillness. Still feel the energy kind of coursing through your body. Just enjoy that feeling. I encourage you to stay in your Shavasana for at least 3 to maybe 5 minutes. Just breathing. Just focusing on those feelings throughout your body and your stillness, but still kind of feeling that energy flowing around and moving. And after your 3 to 5 minutes, start with those small movements or whatever calls to you. Maybe you want to start tapping your fingers, or tapping your toes, moving your neck around. If you're listening to music, maybe you start moving to the music. So wherever you're at, let's take one final breath together. So take the deepest breath that you've had this whole practice right now. Let it out. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Shavasana. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember to always be kind. Namaste.